working on a colorful nickname. I just need about 50 more years. Should have it worked out. I just started working at Maine Medical Center. It's a pretty nice place to work. I work in the marketing department. I know, you probably thought brain surgeon. That only really lasted about a day. Yeah, the marketing department is right down the hall from the urology department. So you know what that smells like. Yeah, no, it's like hot chocolate. Yeah, the first day I went to new employee orientation. So, there's 50 people there learning what it's going to be like to work at Maine Med. At the end of the day, they say, okay, you're dismissed unless you're from Maine. If you're from Maine, we want you to stick around for elevator training. There's a lot of elevators at Maine Med. Not a lot of elevators in Maine, so stick around for that. And it's tough. In hindsight, I should have stayed. Yeah. So I had a lot of trouble with the elevators. I'd walk up to the elevator, and I'd forget to push the button, and then I'd just stand there waiting for the elevator, and a doctor would walk up, and a nurse would walk up, and they'd look at the button, they'd look at me. The button. And then we'd get on the elevator and do the same thing again, forget to push the button. They'd look at me like, okay, what floor do you need to get off on? I said, well, wherever there's some hot chocolate. That's really what I'm after. So, it's kind of a new lifestyle, up and down all day. You can have vertical travel, it turns out. It's kind of novel. One day I'm leaving the office around 5 o'clock. I don't have to push the button this time. I just wait, and suddenly someone in scrubs hops out of the elevator, and she says, well, you might want to wait a few minutes to get on the elevator, unless you're okay with dead bodies. So I had two thoughts. My first thought was, I'm okay with dead bodies. I don't know what okay means, but I think I'm okay with dead bodies. My second thought was, how did dead bodies push the button? I don't know how to do that. So I get on the elevator, it goes down a floor, and sure enough, there's a gurney with a white sheet and a guy in a suit with a clipboard. He's obviously the Undertaker. They push this onto the elevator with me, only me. I sit there, it goes in. I nod at the guy, and then, I'm just dying to know how this person died. It's like I'm on a cop show. I just want to know. It's just natural, and he's got that clipboard. I know what's on that clipboard. So we get to the basement. I don't say anything until he gets off. He starts pushing the gurney out. And I just say, I hope you find who did this. Thanks. My favorite cookie is Vienna fingers. Vienna fingers. That big. They're made by elves with huge fingers, I guess. That's all I can figure. These little elves. I don't know if you know this, they're named after a famous Austrian hooker, Vienna Fingers. She's a great friend to the elves. Yeah, she's very friendly. She's a gem. The reason I like Vienna Fingers is they're a lot like my personality. Which is dry, boring, and hated by children. Thank you all very much, and come over. Have a Vienna finger over here. Have my tape.